Faith is the strength by which a shattered world shall emerge into the light. These words of Helen Keller, an amazing lady who fought physical adversities valiantly and emerged victorious in the battle of life, become so relevant for all lovable children who are affected by what are called rare diseases, which often join them right from their birth as genetic companions for life. Very often, many of such rare diseases are diagnosed much later, after long traumatic years for the children and their parents. Nidhi, a normal child at birth, started experiencing difficulty even in her daily activities, like getting up from a sitting position and standing without a support. As her problems got worse, her parents Prasanna and Sharda took her to many doctors to get to the root of the problem. Though this was a formidable challenge, they took it head-on. Prasanna recounts,
We knew few things were drastically wrong for her and kept on moving from one specialist to another with the hope of finding the root cause. Soon she developed hassle in breathing too and had to attend her school with ventilator on. The correct diagnosis had to wait till 7 years of age. When the doctor in Davangere, realizing my persistence, did a thorough investigation to conclude that Nidhi's condition is indeed Pompe, a rare disease which affects 1 in 40,000 children. From then on, she is responding well to the treatment and has shown steady improvement. However, the treatment is very expensive and would have to continue lifelong.
there are about 7,000 plus known diseases which have been classified as rare diseases like Rett syndrome, Duchenne muscular dystrophy, phenylketonuria, etc. Out of these, around 500 have some treatment as a possible answer. Medicines and treatment are available for Gaucher disease, Pompe disease, mucopolysaccharidosis, Fabry disease, etc. These rare diseases have been known to affect 1 in 10,000 to 1 in 200,000 people based on which disease it is. Dr. Meenakshi Bhatt, who inspires many through her selfless and highly motivated work in this field, believes that diagnostic delay is the main crippling factor in addressing this threat of rare diseases. This brings down the success rate substantially in many cases. By the time a patient is identified to be in the clutches of RD, very often it is too late to offer any fight. Screening of every newborn would help quite a bit since RD is part of the gene. To add to that is the huge cost component of the treatment. Energized by his own experience, Prasanna Shirol, just a loving parent till then, took on the challenge to spearhead the drive against RD in India as a co-founder of the Organization for Rare Diseases India, called ORDI for short. ORDI, in collaboration with IGICH and CHG, that is the Center for Human Genetics Bangalore, started Center of Excellence for Rare Disorders, COERD, to offer specialized facilities to patients at their Bangalore Center, located within Indira Gandhi Institute of Child Health near Nimhans. The picture of those young, adorable kids we get to see there as patients so early in life are bound to touch any heart. For the 13-year-old Shekhar, facing the ordeal of a vexing condition called Wiskott-Aldrich syndrome, the going is very tough. The diagnosis was arrived at after 5 years of his age, which was in fact late. Within that time, he was suffering from various infections like pneumonia and meningitis frequently. And of course, he has a long way to go with consistent therapy and a lot of medical care. Nisarga, just about 6 years of age, has been trapped by Gaucher disease. The diagnosis was done in time, fortunately, and her parents Chinnappa and Noel are happy that her condition is improving.
To add to all these is the huge cost component of the treatment. Medical care plus medicines, say for Pompe, would run into lakhs or crores based on the weight of the patient. The heavier the patient is, the more the drug requirement, and hence a rise in cost of treatment. It is so prohibitive that the only real hope would be when the government finally enacts a rare disease policy for these patients. Until that time, companies extending support to them through CSR is all that these patients have. This would be very worthy platform for CSR. Thankfully, the process has started and we are all expecting it to grow in due course.
ORDI has in fact flagged off an active and extensive campaign to spread awareness about rare diseases through initiatives like their camps in various cities in association with suitable local partners and a high-profile mega event called Race for 7, held in February around 28th, the World Rare Disease Day every year. RD patients turn up with their near and dear, and there would be a sizable gathering of enthusiastic participants who run or walk to support the cause, donning t-shirts that display the names of various rare diseases. The tagline, "I care for rare," has generated excellent and energetic response from public, young and old, and corporate audience. The support and genuine interest to help from celebrities or performing artists like Sridevi Unni are reassuring for ORDI, which strives to spread awareness. Many lovable and talented kids struggle because of rare diseases without even a fair chance to fight for his or her survival. The parents, with moist eyes and heavy hearts, can only support them, pray for them, and keep hoping things would improve. But we, the more fortunate fellow human beings, can make a vital difference in their lives in the relentless combat against rare diseases. This is a tremendous opportunity for the Good Samaritans and the corporate biggies who keep wondering about noble avenues for CSR. An opportunity to serve with a smile and lots of love.
ORDI is so close to my heart. It deserves all the support from people like me.